You're not stuck. You're waiting. And the strange part is, you don't even know what you're waiting for anymore. Not time. Not motivation. Not confidence. Just something. A signal. A feeling. A moment that says, now. So you stay ready. You stay aware. You stay close. Close enough to feel responsible. Far enough to avoid starting. There's a version of you that lives in your head. You think about what they'd do, how they'd act, how they'd finally move. You plan for them. You imagine them. You almost become them. But almost feels safer than entering. Because entering means finding out what happens after the idea ends. You tell yourself you're preparing, reading, watching, thinking, and preparation feels productive. It feels like movement, without the risk of commitment. No one can judge preparation. No one can measure it. So, you stay there longer than you admit. The truth is, you're not afraid of failing. You're afraid of knowing how far you'd actually go. Knowing what happens when effort meets reality. Knowing if the image you've protected survives contact with action. Because once you know, you can't pretend anymore. Potential disappears when tested. That's why starting feels heavy. Not because the task is hard, but because it answers questions you've been keeping open on purpose. Waiting keeps those questions quiet. Waiting lets you stay undefined. You watch other people move. Not loudly, not perfectly, just forward. And it doesn't make you angry. It makes you uncomfortable. Because they didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait to feel different. They stepped into uncertainty and let it shape them. That contrast stays with you longer than you want. At night, it gets clearer when distractions fade and there's nothing left to scroll. You feel it, that quiet awareness, that this isn't confusion anymore. It's avoidance dressed as patience. No one is stopping you. That's the part you don't like sitting with. There's no villain here. No broken system. No missing piece. Just a line you keep circling. The moment when preparation ends and participation begins. Because once you step over it, there's no preview mode anymore. There's no watching from a distance. There's only doing. And doing removes the illusion. That's why you're still here. Not because you didn't know this, but because hearing it makes the waiting harder to justify. And now you have to decide whether you stay almost ready or finally enter the moment you've been rehearsing for years.